What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Nomadic King channel. I'm James Showers, joined tonight with the Squanch. We got a sunset behind us, and that's pretty much it. That's all I had for intro.
We're living life, loving it during these crazy times, surprisingly, but yeah.
So we just thought we'd give an update on living life and having the pursuit of justice and all that junk. So
justice.
Glad I'm here with the Squanch. We just want to ask him a few questions about what he's got going on, say what everyone wants to say, and then maybe talk about what we have projected for the future, any kind of plans, what's going on there, and basically that's it. Just So anything you want to start at any particular point?
Well, I mean, if you guys watch this channel, you obviously probably have watched the video of what happened to the Squanch. I know I did.
I think when we go back to that time, really, you know what I mean? We got a lot of things that go into play there. I kind of hurt myself a while back where I think I have a herniated disc or something like that. Well, we were working a lot less. There was a lot of factors that were kind of slowing up our progress, and I don't know. I think people just kind of maybe fell out or went different directions for a minute, and then the crew got a little too big and maybe unmanageable, and maybe there was issues that just weren't addressed in the crew that maybe should have been addressed, so that we didn't get to some sort of downward spiral that we didn't really have a way to fix. So we got to a point where we were just going in different directions. So we're at that point, right? Going in a little bit of different directions. And then you left the crew for a little bit, and then what kind of happened after that?
Well, I was off doing a bunch of trouble. Did some court dates. Went to Portland, Oregon. Was homeless in Portland, Oregon for a couple months, and then I got arrested, got sober, went on a rider, which, as much as I hated it, it really helped out a lot, teaching me basically what my downfalls were and what triggers to what made me go down that bad path in my life.
So a lot of people don't know exactly what a rider is. That's where you serve a small portion of your sentence?
Yeah, it's basically a prison rehabilitation program. It's the last step before prison. It's where the judge decides that, hey, you are still redeemable in life. They think you can do better. They just want to put you through this program, and if you do good and you succeed at the program, then they'll let you out on probation. If not, then you'll have to go do your time. So it's prison rehabilitation.
Okay, and how long were you in there for?
6.5 months. Whew. And then the 3.5 months.
I'm gonna grab a battery charger real quick. Tell everyone what you did in there. I think you got your GED and some other programs and stuff like that.
All right, so the writer, they assess you on what you need to do depending on your charges. I had to do a thinking for a change class and a substance abuse class. The thinking for a change is basically to help you in what type of scenarios and tough situations that you might go on in life, so you can think differently instead of making bad choices. The substance abuse, as it states, clearly focuses on the substance abuse part of things and how to realize your triggers and get sober, and how to avoid bad situations. Now, I did get my GED when I was down there, which was great. I did get with my history or social studies one. I got a college credit, which is pretty great, which I'm actually going to use later on in the future, because I do want to go to college and I want to get into game development, like programming and whatnot, and I want to work with Bethesda Game Studios.
So you completed your courses basically. Yep. You got out a little early, right? No. So you finished all 6 of your writing.
All
right?
6.5 months. Yep.
Okay, and then you got out. Where did you live after that point? Were you able to go live back with your family members, or you have to go halfway house for a minute?
I had to go to a halfway house for about 2 months.
Okay.
And then the reason I wasn't able to go to my dad's house, there was a guy there that drank. When he moved out, he called me and let me know. So I went and moved with my dad after I got permission from my PO.
Okay, sweet. And then you started getting back into drywall, of course.
I was working doing drywall, right? about 4 days after I got out. I was working.
Cool. And, that's good. That's one of the reasons why you learn skills, so that you can obviously get work anywhere and at any time. So You've been working solid pretty much. You've upgraded your bag system, obviously. We've done another video on that. Check it out if you want to. Shameless plug, I guess.
I guess.
But you get to the point now where you're at. You're doing pretty good. You're working. You're, you got your mind straight. You're on a pretty good course. Getting back into work, obviously. What are your plans for going forward? You mentioned a little bit of college, but do you have like a destination beyond drywall, or is there somewhere you want to take your drywall career at this point?
I mean, there's basically...
We got the screaming cheetah wheelies out there, so give us 1 second.
Right by the highway.
All right. So where are we at? Got some goals. What are we thinking?
So I'm gonna go to college no matter what, while still doing drywall. So I'll do a university online, so I can still work, but just work the degree on my own pace. So if I cannot get a job doing game development for the studio, the game company I want to do, then I am eventually going to get my own license and do my own thing.
Sweet.
So I can make more money, and because I do like drywall, I do enjoy it. It's something I really like. So if I'm not able to do my dream job, well, then so far it's my plan, or my backup plan. If I'm not able to do that, it's start a crew and do my own thing.
Yeah. I asked people what kind of questions they'd like me to ask you recently. A lot of people really just said that they wanted to see you kind of just get your stuff back together and move forward and just do better on this next run out. And I can see that you're obviously looking pretty good. You look like you're moving forward in that direction. So I mean, I think that's kind of cool that they really just wish you well more than anything. I mean,
really appreciate that.
The story is always the story, and a lot of you even know people that have taken that same similar path, and maybe even gone a worse direction or in a worse situation. So, I mean, this is obviously, I feel like, a really good second chance for him to, either just get to that next stage, better himself. And I mean, you're young, you're still doing you're still doing well. I mean, you get a healthy guy. He's got a lot in front of him. I'm almost 40 years old right now. I'm still banging out drywall and still a stud. He's thinking about doing something else with his life and his future. He'll probably spend a lot of time doing drywall, making some money. Maybe even start dabbling in the stock market or something. But he still has quite a bit ahead of him if he stays on that better path. You already seen exactly where you went the other way, right? It only took you like a few months to get there, right?
Well, about 4 months, and I was
and
gone.
Once you hit that point, I mean, you're down there quick. I mean, you mentioned being like homeless in Portland for a little bit, and I mean, that's never fun, man. You're just like living day by day, maybe even moment by moment, and I mean, once your mind starts getting into that weird dark place, it's really hard to change that, or even like focus your life differently, or even like think what real reality is. So I'm glad you got like a wake up sober call. I'm glad we were actually able to come out here today, because it's been a while. I talked with you, but we haven't talked so much, and I feel like a little bit of what happened towards the end was obviously slightly my fault as well. I mean, I had other things going on, the crew, that maybe I should have just focused on differently. So glad to see it all worked out the way it is now. Maybe we'll go forward and life will be good, and we can come back and do some videos like this again, or maybe even get you to Seattle or the Union or something, if that's something you want to do to make some other money or have a different opportunity.
I'm always looking to make more money. You can't have enough money in life. Really.
So that's pretty much it. Do you want to say anything other than that? I figured we'd wrap the video up. We got other people here, dogs, all that stuff. The light's gone. We're just shadow figures of your imagination. And that's it.
Yeah. This has been great. I've enjoyed talking to you guys. I'm doing good in life, healthy, doing great. That's all I really got to add.
This message has been approved by the Squanch.
Yeah. Squanch.
And we'd like to see you guys in the next video. So like, share, subscribe, and all that stuff. And
thumbs up.
Yeah, keep working. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. And yeah, let us know what you want to do for the next video when I make it out here to visit the Squanch. All right,
Peace.
peace.